This is no longer a test. This is the real thing. Nick, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about, right?
I have no idea. Oh, gosh. I guess it's the first episode of what are we talking about? And we'll see how this goes. I'm a little under the weather.
Wait, what?
I think I got a sinus infection from my girlfriend. It's our first week of dating, so
They'll do that to you.
Yeah.
Well, they'll do that to you.
I was like, honey, you make me sick. But like in a funny way, you know?
But it's a joke.
It's funny.
Sometimes. All the time, right?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Jeez. That's how life goes sometimes. And sometimes you get sick, but hey, you gotta power through because there's a podcast to do that no one's gonna listen to.
Oh.
But besides us, and we'll edit this and then figure it out and get it out there and get to the world. No, but I mean we'll probably talk about sports. Like that's kind of like our main fix, main thing to this. Talk about some of our favorite stuff. Got a little rap section near the end, which should be a lot of fun. A little Ricky hip hop.
I like the subtle tease at the beginning, so like I'll stick around.
Yeah.
Don't leave yet.
Yeah, you never know.
Your favorite section's coming.
Oh my goodness. But now we'll do that. Have a little thoughts on the NBA playoffs a little bit. I'll probably just race by the NBA playoffs. Honestly.
But all this to just say we're sponsored by Squarespace.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
But we're not.
Jeez.
Because I'm not a sellout.
Yeah, exactly. We don't do that kind of thing. We'll send that clip out probably today or tomorrow, depending on how this goes. Excuse me. The size section, as referenced earlier.
Nice.
All right. So next, something I've been thinking about a lot lately is franchises in major sports, particularly basketball and baseball and football, but mainly football, let's face it. That's just the one we consume the most and the one we enjoy the most.
And the one that's most well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as publicized and whatnot.
Now, something I think about a lot is I feel like franchises don't know what they're doing and they like get greedy because they don't know what they're doing. And I think about this in the sense
that's called going all in.
It's just such a bad.
We're in it to win it this year.
Yeah. Well, and that sounds nice, but it's this weird thing where, so I go back to look at Super Bowl winners, and in the last decade, of course, Tom Brady won 3 Super Bowls, and Pat won. I guess that was this decade, so Pat won 1. But so last decade, you had Tom win 3, and Peyton win 1. And again, if you look at most of the Super Bowl winners, they're usually pretty good. The teams usually have pretty good quarterbacks. But then, like
Nick Foles.
Thank you. So you have like Nick Foles, who is a career backup, who won a Super Bowl and like just had a great playoff run and had a pretty good like next year playoff run. Where and
he was never supposed to.
Yeah, never.
It wasn't even. He was not the guy.
No, not at all. And then you had Eli win another one in like 2012 against Tom.
Eli's the GOAT. I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, who doesn't love Eli now? But while he was playing, he was the most up and down quarterback.
Truly.
Like, you never really know if he was good or bad. He was essentially Kirk Cousins, but just like with a better last name. And I don't know, maybe a better arm, but I don't even feel like that because I thought Kirk Cousins was decent deep ball.
He was just the kryptonite. That's all he was.
Yeah.
Wasn't for him, Tom Brady would have like 6.
Honestly, though. So.
Well, 6 last decade, obviously.
Yeah. But then you had Joe Flacco, who, is now, I can't remember the last time he was in the league, maybe 2 years ago on the Jets, right? Like,
I think that's right.
So, and I go back to this thing where I feel like if I was a GM or I was an owner, I want to be like really honestly just competitive as a team because I feel like as we saw this year in the NFL, if you're just competitive and you're just like in the dance, then things can like kind of fall your way. Because let's be honest, with the Cincinnati Bengals, they weren't that good in the sense of like
it just came together at the right times.
Yeah, like their division Lamar Jackson got injured, and that team was just kind of weird. They had a bunch of injuries early on this season. The Steelers are, I mean, Big Ben can't move anymore, and like he wasn't a good quarterback,
That
and
done.
he's done out here, bro. And then obviously with the Browns, they were some people had them for the Super Bowl, but they could not.
Funny joke.
Oh my
That
goodness.
was a common podcast.
Yeah. But they could not.
Pass Baker.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, they could have get.
Kind of beat themselves.
Yeah. So you have that, but Baker gets injured and tries to play, which is a horrible idea. But
they're still playing over who's backing them up?
Case Keenum. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Which they're the same skill level.
Yeah.
Like maybe
injured
Baker,
or not.
Yeah. So
is Baker? That's the real question. Is Baker worse injured?
Oh gosh. I don't know.
I feel like he plays more careful, and so at that point, like he's almost the same.
Yeah, it evens out.
He doesn't make big mistakes. He just makes a lot of little ones.
Yeah. No, I think about this a lot with this. Yeah, I think about this a lot. Where with the Cincinnati Bengals, their first playoff game, they beat the Raiders, but that came down to the last play of the game.
Yeah, that was a bad Raiders team.
Yeah, the Raiders team really shouldn't have been.
I mean, that like a lot of people were really giving them a lot of like respect, but that's not a good Raiders team.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers really should have been there, and
Truly.
The Chargers maybe win that game, whatever, or at least have a better chance at it. Or Justin Herbert doesn't throw a terrible ball like Derek Carr did at the very end. Yep. Like that last drive was so much like the summation of Derek Carr's career because he drives him down the field. On a 3rd and 27, he throws a sick ball. I mean, one of the best balls of the year to Darren Waller right in his hip pocket, and then throws a horrible interception where he doesn't even read. He doesn't read the defense. He just chucks it right into the gut of a defender. And there was Darren Waller on a wheel route, wide open. So you have that. Then you have their next round against the Titans, where Burrow gets sacked 9 times, but Tannehill throws 3 picks?
Yeah, and they're trying to feed it to a brand new, fresh out of injury Derrick Henry.
Yeah, yes.
They're just like, he's going to win it, and he's not good. He's clearly coming off an injury, and he's not ready to play the bang-up playoff game that you want him to play.
Exactly. And so they get through that one. And then, I mean, maybe the most frustrating game I ever watched against the Chiefs, where
Patrick Mahomes gets paid to throw it. Good Lord.
I know. Oh my God. It just doesn't make sense. That was
the most confusing game I've ever watched in my life.
I agree.
The first half, I was like, okay. But that play before halftime, I was like, oh gosh, it's over.
Yeah.
I knew that the door was closing.
It didn't make any sense.
Even though we're up by 21 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a mess.
So
they get through that game.
Yeah, they get through that game. They get to the Super Bowl, which they did a pretty decent job in the Super Bowl. And I guess, excuse me, I guess the point I'm trying to make is like, yeah, they were an okay team that stayed competitive, had a few really, really good players, and we're just able to hang around and get somewhere. And I don't know. I just think about this like thing of like a franchise where it's like, yeah, championship or bust, but like, nah. Like I don't buy it. And it's not. I feel like it's not a fair strategy to the fans either. Because I just feel like, okay, if I'm supporting this team, I'm supporting you guys, whatever you're doing. But like, it's like it's like saying to a relationship, like to your girl or to your boyfriend, like, yeah, I want to gain a lot of weight, but then I'm going to lose it like really fast, and it's going to be really inspiring.
Inspiring?
Like you're going to get a lot out of this. Like you're going to, trying to like flip them. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't work. Am I crazy? Am I out of bounds? What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I'm sure this goes back a lot further than my sports knowledge, but at the same time, I don't necessarily know. So, like, what if we just haven't seen the outcome of, like, what this brings yet? And, like, it just turns a team to the Jets.
Yes.
And, like, what if, like, some of these teams just get stuck at the bottom for forever?
Honestly, yeah. Like,
seemingly.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jets were good, not, like, that terribly long ago, even though it seems like it's been an eternity, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they were in the NFC Championship game 10 years, I guess 10 years ago now, or whatever. But I don't know. And like, obviously, it just depends on like a team's leadership, a team's GM coaching and all that, which is huge. But I don't know. I don't know. I see that whole like belief of like, oh, championship or bust. And it's like, okay, yeah, but that's not really like functionally what you should be doing. You should just like try to make a good team, and then do your best. And like again, sometimes the other teams in your division, or sometimes there's that great of a player that's just okay, doesn't matter. But injuries, yeah, AFC West. But injuries happen, luck happens.
Yeah, luck's a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like at a point, you build your own luck.
Yeah,
because like you're saying, like if you put together a team that like it gets it done, like anything can happen. Like you said, like the Bengals kind of just like worked their way through and like, oh, we ended up in the Super Bowl. But like they put a good quarterback in there, and they gave him a good receiver, and just kind of things fall into place from there. Right? Or like even looking back as a Kansas Cityan, they're like the 2014-2015 Royals.
Yes.
Like we built that team from the ground up. Those guys were not superstars.
Yes.
Before they became superstars, like, and then that happened in those like 2 or 3 seasons leading up, and like then the culmination of it in 2015 when they won the World Series. Like, I don't know, if you put the right things in place, like you never know what can happen.
Agreed.
You got Mike Moustakas over there at third, like he might turn into a real guy, like Eric Hosmer. I don't know, he might like. We might give him to the Padres for like $1 billion, and never do anything with any of the money from any of them. But hey, never know what happens, right?
Well, just crazy how life does it.
Mother Nature.
Yeah,
it's be a real mystery,
dude. I think about that team so much, man. I remember that was like the first time.
But then you can argue they went championship or bust because they bring in Johnny Cueto and pay him everything we have.
Yeah, that's a good point. But see, in that situation, they were doing like the Rams version of it, where it's like we're close, and now we can like,
and now we're gonna sell out real quick.
Yeah,
we'll fall to the bottom for 5 years.
Yep, absolutely. Oh my goodness, I remember like it was after that 2015 win where like Dayton Moore was like, we want to be like a championship level team every 5 years. I was so bought in. I was like, oh, give me that Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Hey, the farm team's looking nice. Yeah. I don't know. I don't care what they say. You know what I mean?
Well, Myers, absolutely. I like it. All that. Oh, brother.
Monty, bro.
Yeah.
He only tore his ACL again just now, but whatever.
Bro, dude. Yeah, I remember 2014. That was like the first time I saw like people have like outward just fun and pride about the Royals. Oh my goodness, dude. And this happens. Like this happened with the Chiefs. This happened with like a bunch of teams that are like on the rise. I mean, this happened with the Bengals where it's like their breakout year never feels like the championship year too. Like it rarely happens where like their breakout year is a championship year. But like, man, if God would have allowed the 2014 Royals to win the World Series, I think Kansas City would have exploded.
Like, my life would be different.
Yeah,
I'd probably be driving a Bentley or a Bugatti.
I know.
Like, I don't know. I live in a mansion next to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's the one moment.
And so would everyone else in Kansas City.
Yeah, it would be a beautiful, rich land, flowing with milk and honey. You know what I mean?
Amen to that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember. Gosh, our friend Nate. He was telling a story. I always remember this one. He was at a gas station and like the Royals game was on his radio, and somebody like 3 sections over was like, "Go Royals!" And he's like, "Yeah, go Royals!" Like. The energy. But again, we got it in 2015, so that's good. Yeah, that's fun. Oh my goodness. No, that's good. Yeah, make it a competitive team. It's hard, obviously, but it keeps you around. It keeps you around, and that's what it's about. Playing the game and being a part of it. On to the NBA playoffs. I don't know. It's okay. So this year I'm rooting for Miami.
Why?
I just love Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's my favorite player. He's messy, but all the good ways. All the good ways.
Hit that left foot.
Yeah. I love Jimmy Butler, man. He can do no wrong. Green light all day, every day. He's the heart and soul of that team. And people were like, they don't want him to be a superstar or a star. Like people will give Jimmy Butler like, oh yeah, he's a good player, but I'm like, man, Jimmy's good. Like he plays.
Said it.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
Even I'm saying.
Yeah, he's a star. Yeah. Gosh, Jimmy's a star. He deserves it, and man, he's the heart and soul of that team. He still is like the big bucket getter of that team.
Mm.
Like he's not like a fake, like only in name kind of star. Like he still gets the big buckets for that team. Honestly, I shouldn't have been, but I was kind of worried that so this first round series they're playing Trae Young in the Atlanta Hawks, and Trae Young's a tricky player because he's like the most true modern player in the sense of like no defense. Like
funny looking.
Yeah, funny look. I mean, let's face it,
the modern player.
Yeah, call what it is, Yeah, but he super high usage rate, like always has the ball. Never plays no sense of defense, but the way that he's able to manipulate I was gonna say foul calls. Or sorry, I was gonna say phone calls. Manipulate phone calls. But to manipulate foul calls
or phone calls, smooth operator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was saying. Okay. There's a reason they call Mice Trey. You know what I mean? But the way he's able to do that, and his free volume is crazy. But obviously, but Miami ended up taking care of business. Now they're against Philly with like Joel Embiid and James Harden.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried, which it's tricky because I'm like, okay, I can see the Miami Heat winning. However, I mean, the NBA it's a painting that's painted by stars. I mean, it's just like at the end of the day, yeah, you're having a good team and having a good system works, and like again, gets you on the dance floor, but usually doesn't win you a championship.
It doesn't get you to the last dance.
Yeah, that's how, because you never won anything. And I took offense to that because
so good.
Oh yeah, dude, I need to go back and watch that. Honestly,
again,
like I'm starting to lose my competitive fire, so I need to, competitive fire for whatever.
I need to get mad about just anything.
Yeah, honestly, just feeling petty. Like,
I took offense to that.
Yeah,
I took that personally.
I'm ready to burn some bridges. So.
Ahead in life, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey. Michael Jordan might be alone in a mansion, which is kind of sad, but
at least he has his cigars.
Yeah, okay. He's got his cigars. He's got his apple juice. Oh my goodness. Now, I mean, we'll see how they do in this series, but I feel like it's a 6-game series. I'm gonna ride it down with my team, so I'm gonna say Miami in 6, and they go on. They'll probably play. I'm gonna guess Milwaukee because it's Milwaukee and Boston on the other side. Boston's getting better, but they're not. I don't feel like they're quite there in terms of like offense producing.
Okay.
And then obviously Giannis is just like taking over the league right now.
Truly,
it's his league. It's his little Greek, his little Greek hands.
Little Greek league.
Yeah. Have you seen like he's like, obsessed with Oreos?
I love that.
He's adorable. Honestly.
And he seems like a great dude.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And then like his wife will like flame him on social media, where it's like she'll like post a video and like, look at what he's doing. Like, look at what I'm like, hey, that man's worth like $400 million. So like,
but in that house, he's just a little kid that got into something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Giannis,
put it down.
Oh no. But I'm hungry. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's pretty accurate. Yeah. Well,
that's so funny.
So we'll see how it goes. And then in the West, let's see. I mean, the most fun series so far was the Suns versus the Pelicans. Have you might have seen clips of the Jose Alvarado guy?
Not that I know of.
He's the guy. So he does this thing where he'll hide in the corner of the court, and then like just like once the ball gets inbounded to the point guard, he'll run behind him and just steal the ball.
Perfect.
And it's the most hilarious like just trolling thing.
So he's like when you watch professional tennis, he's like the little ball boy that runs across real quick.
Yeah.
But he does it professionally.
Yeah.
In the NBA.
I know. Yeah, he's a grinder. He apparently was like at Georgia State, I think on my no on my exes live in Texas, like I'm George Strait, or they go to Georgia State where so just okay,
Yeah.
fastest Drake bar or fastest Drake verse I could ever remember. I think good for him.
Yeah,
Said a long time ago.
Quick shout out to Drake.
Yeah, I mean honestly though, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day or yesterday, not the other day. I want to
The other day in my lands could be anytime between when I was born and today.
Yeah,
like this moment.
Yeah.
The other day could be this morning or 15 years ago.
Yeah, the other day in my second grade class.
That, really though, you can throw up some apple juice. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness,
it's a mess. Gavin Spikes, bro.
Oh my god! Oh really? Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
where are we going with that? No, yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and it's kind of weird admitting to myself that I'm like, oh, Drake's my favorite artist because it's one of those things where.
Yeah, Pablo Picasso is my favorite artist.
Okay, cool. Yeah, think you're better than me or something.
More well versed.
Yeah, but yeah, they were saying, and the reason I say Drake is because always at the end of the year, my Spotify rap, he's been like consistent over like the past 7 years that they've been doing that whole thing. So I'm like, okay, he's probably
he's your number one.
He's been my number one multiple times, and I think he's been the only artist ever. Like this is some sort of award, but the only artist ever to be my top artist on Spotify rap multiple years has been Drake. So
yeah, we can get that on a plaque and send it to him.
Exactly, he'll probably appreciate it. Yeah, he got rabbit ears. I mean, let's face it.
He loved it.
Yeah. But yeah, and again, he's so versatile. He's got the R&B stuff. He's got the pop stuff. He's got just the classic, like just strong trap hip hop stuff. I mean,
he's got Degrassi.
He's got
it just goes way back.
Yeah, totally, dude. That's one of the best things with the internet because like logically, his time on Degrassi would just like die to like it was something that was remembered and then forgotten.
Yeah.
Now, no, you still see clips on social media of like. Yeah, he's still that dude that got shot. Shot or stabbed. I can't remember. But like wheelchair kid. No, yeah.
Never seen Degrassi in my life.
I don't know. I was talking to my girlfriend about it, and it's very much they try to deal with every single teen thought, like teen problem. And
you go into it too much.
Yeah, it's just not natural because it's like okay, you can't like have an abusive boyfriend, and you can't like. Then it's like, oh, you have to get your driver's license. Okay, like we can't do both
all at the same time.
Yeah, like okay, that's I see what you're doing.
You could go through as a team, put into one season.
Yeah, it's like okay, that's just.
Or I don't know how many seasons it is, but a lot.
Yeah, I think technically it might still be going because it's like one of those where like it's like a soap opera where they just like refill characters and stuff like that.
I hate that.
Like,
it's confusing.
Yeah, it's just gosh, Canadians, but what are you gonna do? No, but they try to tackle every single thought, topic, everything, and it's just like okay, it's just too much, and they don't really get anywhere, and it's like the messages kind of get muddled and like where it's like,
hey, wait, are we for or against the abusive boyfriend?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, he gets a lot of screen time. I don't.
Yeah. He was hurt in his own home.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
so it's not really his fault, and we need to back him too.
Yeah, like I don't know about.
I don't know where we're going.
I thought this was
the writers are getting confused.
Yeah, like
wait, I don't know where to go.
Yeah, we kind of ruined ourselves in a little corner. Which source do we back?
Let's bring back a whole other story arc.
Yeah. Let's just scratch that. It's end of season. Let's
move it on. They
got in a car accident. I don't know. Like what's
not know if that could happen as a team.
Yeah.
What else happened?
No.
He moved.
Yeah. His dad just got new work.
We got new work.
Yeah.
He's headed out of town, man.
Oh my goodness. But let's see. Yeah, I like Drake, and I'm not afraid to say it anymore. Drake's my favorite.
Proud of you.
You know. Are you still? Who would you say is your favorite artist right now?
My favorite artist in the rap genre?
Let's do rap. Yeah, go for it.
Probably always and forever would be J. Cole.
Oh, that's a good choice.
I love J. Cole.
He doesn't miss.
He really just doesn't miss. Because I feel like if he's gonna miss, he just doesn't take a shot.
Yes, yeah. That's very true.
So like he might go a while without putting out anything. It's been a while, but when it comes out, I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just good.
No, J. Cole's great. Again, super consistent. If you go back to his early stuff, that 2011, that the workout album, so great. Some of his mixtapes before that.
And I feel like the opposite of kind of what you said about Drake. Like Drake's very versatile.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like J. Cole kind of sticks to his lane, but that might be why I appreciate it.
No, I agree.
So like I like how Drake can like go in and out and do all these different things, and like it's fun. Like, oh, he put out a little this kind of album. That's kind of cool. And J. Cole's done some of that, like with his little like mumble rap parody album that he put out, sort of. But at the same time, it's like still him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I don't know. That's my favorite.
No, he's kind of like the Denzel Washington of the thing, where it's like Denzel kind of does what he does, but it's done so well and it's done so consistently good that like, okay, like that's Denzel right there. Yeah. Like I feel that.
There's always tones. It's like the same guy, same stuff.
Drake's kind of like the Leonardo DiCaprio of it, where it's like you don't know if he's gonna get eaten by grizzly or like play cokehead or nothing, but like it's just
he's either gonna run a business into the ground or make $1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
And either way, he looks great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, either way, it's like, oh, what a ride! What a ride. Oh my goodness. Actually, I'm gonna take a little bit of water break. Feel free to talk or not. I'm gonna cut this anyway still.
So this is by Squarespace, where you can be a square in a space.
It was kind of funny because on the drive over here, I was like, again, kind of a little under the weather. Should I do this? I'm like, I'm gonna do this.
Power through.
I ain't no freight. I ain't no freight nothing. Mom didn't raise my little girl.
Yeah, so you could have wrecked your car on the way over here and still hobbled it in and made this thing.
I definitely would have, yes.
It's like around the corner and like in a ditch, but like,
yeah,
we got stuff to do.
I have a pod.
I'll take care of that in like an hour.
Officer, I know you're helping, but I have a pod.
I got to where I have to be right now.
Back to Jose Alvarado. He's a lot of fun. But that series is over now, which is unfortunate. But the New Orleans Pelicans showed a lot of promise, showed a lot of hope for their future. And that's out without Zion. Still Zion. So good for them, which, I mean, Zion's probably not going to play for them ever again. But, hey, it was one while lasted. They still got some pieces. So, all in all together, I'm rooting for Miami. We'll see what happens.
Take my fandom to South Beach.
Hey, I feel like that. That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
take my fandom to South Beach. I'm going to steal that. Yeah.
And, take my fandom to South Beach.
Start posting that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I decided to take my fandom to South Beach. Not one, not two, not three. Oh, goodness. All right. So, this is the topic that we're probably most excited for this whole episode. We're going to talk about little athlete references in music.
I wanted to say something and just interrupt you about something that neither of us are passionate about at all, but I let that moment pass.
Okay.
This is what we're going to talk about. It's what we're most excited about. Flooring.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
German flooring. Yeah.
Oh man, don't get me started. But please do.
No, please do. Nick, let's just go. We kind of picked out a top 5. So we're going to just go back and forth. You, me, me, you, me again.
You again.
Yeah. And then you
and then,
run off a little.
And then me.
Yeah, I like that. So, what you got?
Well, I didn't write this one down because I can't remember what it's from, but I know you're remembering it. And I know you're remembering it with me right now.
I was like...
And this is the line that goes, Curry over Kobe.
Yeah. I agree with you. That is very memorable. And it's again memorable for all the good reasons.
The hottest take.
Yeah. Shout out to Pusha T. It's become a better take with time, but it's still fun. No, it's still
okay, yeah.
Well,
you said better.
And look, actually, I want to hear your opinion on this. I think Steph Curry, if we look at what the sport of basketball actually is, which is...
okay, I see where you're about to go with this.
Shooting, dribbling, passing, especially offensive. So usually offensive basketball. I think Steph Curry is literally the greatest offensive basketball player to
get those words out of your mouth.
In this sense, not
no, I understand. Okay, anyway,
yeah, not the greatest NBA player, obviously, but in terms of what the sport actually is, if the sport was, if you have,
no, I think you misspoke. You said not the greatest NBA player. I think you might mean the greatest NBA player.
No, well, because I feel like.
But not the greatest basketball.
Go ahead. No, I want to hear your point on this.
Well, you're saying that you said he's not the greatest NBA player. I think I would argue that he is. Because you're saying, what is the league we're looking at? NBA.
Yeah.
What is the league that we're looking at? What do they look for? Looking for shooting, looking for dribbling, looking for passing. And you just said he's the top in all those categories, right? Well, maybe not the top in all of them, but like you said with Drake on your Spotify, he's been closest to the top for long enough that he's the top of that.
Yeah, he's the top of the top.
So you're saying he's the best in the NBA. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's the best basketball player. Because what is basketball? Basketball is not all of those things necessarily. Basketball can be mentality. Basketball can be, just your ruthlessness. Or your defensive skills. Or the whole aura that is all of those things.
See, we're looking at the same picture, having a different interpretation.
Okay.
Because I agree with you, but I think when I boil it down, I think basketball is purer than the NBA in the sense of, because I feel like, because again, European basketball looks different from NBA basketball, looks different from high school, college, so on and so forth. So I think in the NBA, height, strength, individual speed.
So you're just saying the opposite thing.
Yeah, we're saying the opposite thing.
Okay.
But all the same sides, basically.
Okay.
But that's why I think Steph Curry's the best basketball player in the sense of if he's in Europe,
the simplest form of basketball.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But again, within the NBA, you're right. You need leadership skills. You need quickness. A certain amount of quickness, speed. You need a certain amount of strength. So on and so forth.
Strong.
That's just the best way to say it.
It has to be.
It's just strong. You know what I mean?
You got that strong.
A little muscle on it. Oh gosh, but so. Where we're going with that? Yeah, Curry over Kobe. So again, that's I know it's a line that both piss us off, and for right reasons, because
it's for all the right reasons.
Yeah, let's face it. I mean, and again,
keep my Kobe's names. Thank
you.
All good.
Thank you.
All good things.
Yeah, but great pick. Let's do for me. My first one is just. I remember when I first heard this line, I laughed audibly in my car.
Ooh, those are the good ones.
Exactly. So Jay-Z, about 444. I'm not black. I'm OJ.
I was looking for that one.
Okay.
Okay.
So technically, that one is a quote of something OJ said, but still just hilarious the way he presented that in the context of that song. I just love that line, and I think it's hilarious. And it's kind of it's a bit of a like what Jay-Z does. It's a bit of a thinker. It's a little funny. It hits different spaces, kind of like what does that actually mean to?
Let's flesh that out.
Yeah, I mean it's a big thing because it's like because the whole idea with that is okay. OJ doesn't see himself as a black representative or somebody that represents the black community. He sees himself as an individual, which again, in a sense, is like. Okay, probably how we should all kind of see ourselves in the sense of, we are all individuals that...
He has a good perception of himself. Good for him.
But at the same time, you're like, okay, is that a little selfishness in terms of, he's recognizing, okay, as a super popular athlete / just human in 1960s America, am I denying or pushing away certain social movements that are happening at the time to kind of promote myself? Is it completely pure in that? Good question. I'm not one to question OJ's character, but interesting. What you got next?
I did a lot that I knew, but this is the one that I didn't know. But online, doing my research, I came upon an Arnold Schwarzenegger one, and I couldn't resist because I feel like uniqueness is not a rarity, but like a enjoyable quality in a bar. Like if it sets itself apart, a reference to an athlete is so typical, right? But what about a reference to a bodybuilder?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, who's the only bodybuilder that any of us really know? It's Arnold.
Jake Cutler.
Really cool. Yeah, there's probably more. But Lil Wayne line, smoking that strong, that Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And I just think it's funny. It's a silly line. It's Lil Wayne. It's pretty classic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his whole brand of like introducing something dumb and then giving it a name and like,
yeah,
it's just fun. It's
no,
good stuff.
I love that.
It's a little Arnold tease. I love it. It's good stuff.
I have the entire song. It's Tyler Hero by Jack Harlow. It's still my favorite Jack Harlow song. And again, Tyler Hero, Miami Heat player. A little partial there. But it's just got, it's got a little NSYNC reference in there. My favorite boy band, the best boy band, let's just face it. I guess technically, I don't know. Like One Direction, they give them a run for their money, but still, I'd say NSYNC.
Big K-pop guy, huh?
Well, I mean, let's face it, BTS. I just they're hot. I'm just like every
in every way.
Yeah, like every weird 19-year-old girl I know, like they're really into them. So I don't know what to do with that. But
it's just that is information.
Yeah, that is information. Yes. What you
got? Mike Tyson.
Ooh.
And I forgot about this one, but when I saw it again, I was like, that's a good one. Mike Tyson is in Holy Grail.
Yes.
Bright Lights is enticing, but look what it did to Tyson. You know what I mean? Fun little bar. Little shout out to Mike Tyson. It's just good. And that song's a banger. It's been a banger. It still will be a banger, even if it's forgotten.
I love it. I'm adding one to my list right now. Again, let's see.
Go ahead and just introduce it. Don't add it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to wait till the end.
Nah, I'll just say it. You're right. So this is off of that joint song that JT and Jay-Z did together, Holy Grail. All right. Baby, it's amazing I'm in this place with you. All that song, right?
So, yeah.
There's a little, it's really short. Jay-Z goes, I perform like Josh Norman. Oh, he says something before that. He says, one-on-one with no safety help. I perform like Josh Norman. I'm not normal, brother.
That's so fun.
Well, yeah, I just love that, like, one-on-one with no safety help.
No safety help.
Yeah.
I guess that's like a deeper, like, he's getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little football. Like,
Cooper Cup stuff out here with that fire zone. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I just love that. Like, and like Josh Norman was like good for 2 years. Like,
yeah,
he was like top.
Probably that year.
Yeah, it was that year. So
you got it. You want me to get another one?
Yeah, go ahead and get another one. Yeah.
Okay. So Tom Brady referenced in Yes Indeed.
Yes. Okay.
I had forgotten this one as well, but doing my research, I found it again. I was like, yeah, so good. Where am I even at? They ran me 10,000. I threw it like Brady. But it's just good stuff.
No, Tom Brady's getting enough shout outs in music. And again, one from Little Baby, or not Little, that's Little Baby, yeah. So that was nice. I like that one.
It's good stuff.
Great little short track, little 2-minute, just popper right there by them. So fun.
Keys, you know what I mean?
Brand new with Oh yeah, brand new. When I'm a baby. Okay, you know.
Right?
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Get it?
Oh my goodness. We have. Let's see. What's next for me? So this is off of DaBaby's. He was on XXL Cypher. I think this was 2019. But he has a line where he goes, "They know Baby in Miami. Now he in LA. Brother think he LeBron."
Ooh.
Which I was like again, in the midst of the rap, it was the best part of that whole cipher. Let's face it.
We out here moving around.
I know. It's just like, okay, little LeBron reference and little movement. Let's see. Yeah, that was still my favorite DaBaby line.
So when's he going to Cleveland now?
Oh, yeah.
He said, now I'm out in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Really feeling like LeBron.
Yeah. Akron LeBron?
There's a line there somewhere.
Yeah, I feel it.
He'll write it, not me. I'm not the artist.
Anything else?
This one's from your man. Views.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the reference is?
I don't think I can't think of it right now. So I'm excited.
It's a David Beckham reference in Views. Drake.
I got nothing.
The wifey is a spice like I'm David Beckham.
Nice.
So good. Do you not know that one? Do you remember that one?
I don't remember it at all.
Oh my gosh, that's classic.
I'm embarrassed.
Sounds classic.
Is that off Views the album or Views the song?
The song.
I should know that. I'm embarrassed.
You should be.
Yeah.
I love that line.
That's good.
Anyway.
Let's see. This one is just short, but it doesn't get enough references. Okay, so this is More Life, Portland. Quavo is on his verse. He says, Michael Phelps with a swim move.
Yo,
It's just like little football.
it's so funny.
And again,
It's so funny.
and again, Michael Phelps just doesn't get enough, like, I mean, most decorated Olympic person doesn't get enough love.
No.
Doesn't and
the swim move though, that's so funny. Like it's just it gives me a mental image that like I don't even know what it is, but it's just enjoyable.
Yeah. It's like because before that he's like never let a brother ride the wave, and then he says Michael Phelps with a swim move.
Yeah.
So it's like okay.
He took me into the water.
Yeah.
And he showed me how to swim.
Yeah, exactly. Michael Phelps, yeah.
Swim move. It's beautiful. That's well done. That's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All in just like a short little. Okay, this one is so funny to me, and it's in Rap God. It's a Dale Earnhardt reference.
Ooh,
because NASCAR is athletics, not really, but I couldn't resist.
No, that's good. That's good.
Dale Earnhardt of the trailer park, the white trash guy.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's good. Yes.
I don't know. A good line is also comedy. Like I agree. Like you got to sprinkle it in because you can't just have your. I mean, you'll turn into Lil Dicky like that if you have everything you say just be funny.
Yeah.
But this one's so good.
No, that's good. Some honorable mentions for me. We talked about this one before the pod, but Colin Kaepernick practice sock.
Yeah.
Out of campaign speech. Jumped out of a stone right. So great.
That's good.
Not enough Cap references, I feel like, overall.
True.
You know?
Surely there's more. I just can't like think of all.
Yeah. I bet there is. Let's see.
Andre the Giant and Crack a Bottle, Eminem.
Okay.
Back with Andre the Giant, Mr. Elephant Tusk.
Nice.
But honorable mention.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's unique.
Yeah. Oh, I was listening to one of this recently, but Summer 16, Drake.
Ooh, Summer 16.
I went through because I thought it was on because I was listening.
That's so long ago.
I was listening to If You're Reading This Is Too Late, and I thought that was on that album, but oh no, it was just a single that he dropped.
Yeah.
And so I was listening to that, and when he says "Yo, Chubb's like Draymond, you better off not saying nothing," it's like, yeah,
that's so funny.
Because Draymond will kick you in the nuts, but
I think it happened.
Yeah, if it's in the NBA Finals, if you want to, yeah, but yeah, that was a fun one I heard recently. Oh yeah, that's good.
One of the last ones, I think it is actually the last one that I've got. Magic Johnson reference. Pretty terrible. Kanye, Can't Tell Me Nothing. He says, "Oh, I'm late. No, I already graduated. You could live through anything if magic made it." You know what I mean? So hey, quick shout out to Magic Johnson.
Yeah. That is that gosh. Honestly, that whole song just like it builds and builds and it hits that line. It's like oh yeah,
it's a crescendo.
It's a crescendo.
It's a climax.
Yeah,
it's a peak.
I love it. That's a good flick. How did I think of that one? Gosh,
that's not an honorable mention. I just off to the top of the tower, but it was the last one on my list. But maybe I have to get that.
I agree. I'm all out.
Same.
All right. Well,